Hello everybody and welcome to the D2CL. We got Power Rangers facing up against NextKZ, and as you can see from the lack of a proper intro and a draft screen, we are already underway. We had some technical issues come out. Technology is a wonderful thing, but sometimes things mess up. We finally got the Daily Motion stream up, so we are just now getting into it. We got Power Rangers facing up against NextKZ in what is going to be a two-game series, not a best of two-game series. And let me just welcome in my co-caster real quickly. Pimpmuckl is going to be joining me before we go over the draft.
Yeah, it was what a hell of a day it has been. We've got like 4 games already, and now, well, at least this 2-game series to come, and then for me a bit of helping out Maud as well. So damn, somehow this is going to be very busy. Speaking of being busy, man, Power Rangers already with a bit of aggression, running into pretty much 5 guys of their side of Next.
Yeah, so going over Power Rangers draft. So what they did is they picked up Lena Bane support combo. They're going to be running that aggressively with a Slardar. Now, NextKZ, they're going to have to deal with this with a defensive tri-lane of their own as they're running an Ursa as well as a Wisp. You can see a little bit of combat here. I'm not expecting a kill, but J4 may get chased down as Ursa getting in that little bit of extra slow turnaround stun. Now Moon actually stunning what a fucker up. They're going to try and kill the Ursa before he can get to J4, but J4 will give away that first blood, and they can't even get a kill in return to the aggro try of Power Rangers falling apart already. Now they may get even more FNG. Getting hit up. What a fucker is running low on mana right now and getting body blocked. Well done by Moon. And Power Rangers keep on turning now. Maybe thinking about going unlucky, but they don't have the stun just yet for Ursa. Lena does have a stun now. They're going to go on Lucky. They kill Lucky at the very least, so it's going to be a 1-for-1. NextKZ completely overextending themselves after winning and getting that first blood. They had a big advantage, but then just kind of throw it all away. So yeah, you could see our tri-lane. You see the Ursa, Wisp, Shadow Demon defensive tri-lane coming out from NextKZ. They've also got a Tinker. Hey, there he is at this bottom lane. He's going to be running 1v1 up against this Invoker. So they have a little bit of global to their name. In middle, they've got a Marana pickup that is actually going up against Cheshire's Cat's Nyx Assassin. So Pimpmuckl, I know you've had probably more time to look at this draft. What do you think so far about both sides?
It's very interesting. The Wisp and the Ursa combination came out very late, and the Tinker was the last pickup. So it was like, man, Power Rangers, they've got so much locked on, and very interesting. They actually pick up a Lena, a hero I didn't see in ages in a competitive game. And yeah, Power Rangers, they needed to go aggro try, and they sure did. But they also have a Nyx Assassin who's very, very aggressive, especially as soon as he hits his level 6. And also Scandal's Invoker going for the Exort build. So they need to find kills, and boy, are they delivering right now.
Yeah, they really are. Let me just...
Well, maybe not.
Well, hold on. Moon actually diving into the Tier 1 tower. Oh, damn. Moon going to be in some little bit of issues here as the Spirits will be able to finish him off, and he does fall. Power Rangers once again try and get aggressive and end up just kind of floundering as NextKZ do pick up yet another kill. Now, the stream has fallen, so we got some issues, but we have the local recording that is going to be going up on YouTube, so we're just going to keep on casting while I try and fix the stream. Pimpmuckl, you just want to talk about the landing phase, and I'll try and keep the camera going as much as possible.
Yeah, so I just keep it very easy, because in the mid lane so far, it's rather interesting to see. Cheshire's Cat, he got a DD rune, and also casual arrow throwing out from Stalker just to get that CS, and so far he's actually the net worth topping... Oh, actually, never mind that, but he's still high up there, and he's actually the CS farmer, the #1 CS boy here in the whole game, which is rather interesting. Considering he's up with no shield, with no nothing against Stalker's Marana, that's actually surprising for me, but well, obviously it's a DD rune, and that's a big deal. Also, Moontop lane is actually not farming away too nicely, but so is the Ursa, so both actually are not going to be getting too much. So it's kind of an even lane, although still, if the Ursa finds any sort of opening, that's a big deal. And, well, Power Rangers actually rotating down their supports down bottom lane. They want to find the pickers, but so far, well, the Tinker is obviously second Ancients, and he's not going to get caught out at all. As soon as he's going to have like 3 or 4 levels up in the March, he's going to just go ahead, clear those out. And also he's sporting an interesting build. Usually it's a 1-1-4. And this time around, it's a 2-0-2 so far. Wow, that's
Yeah, that,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's a little bit better, I guess, in a 1v1 scenario if you're getting some extra levels on laser, but it is interesting. The problem is he's not in the middle lane, right? It's much safer for a Tinker in that middle lane, whereas this off lane, you're dealing with Invoker who, with Cold Snap, can chase you down, and he gets in a lot more auto attacks. So he has to play, I think, a lot more defensively in this lane, especially with FNG waiting here, but they did throw down a ward earlier. I'm not sure if they saw him, this ward right here, whether or not they saw that rotation. I know he smoked into position, but I don't know where he smoked at. So top lane, though, they're trying to dive into the tower. However, J4 was landed a good stun. Moon followed it up. They're going to get a double kill off of this. J4 will fall, but both heroes will go down in return. His next KZ, well, there goes the disruption. Cheshire Cat. Oh my god, what the fuck is actually going to manage to get out of there? They trade a support for a support. On top of that, Cheshire Cat made a rotation into this lane as well. Very well done by next KZ. I have no idea how Ursa actually managed to get out there, but well played.
Well, phase boots too strong, and in the end, the bear, he just walked right through there. He's, well, phase boots are seriously so good for those sort of crazy fights where actually in the trees and trying to get blocked or not get blocked in the end. Well, quite a nice rotation. It was a bit unfortunate that the Bane wasn't there because he can just disrupt so much in those early fights with his sleep. And it's a 1-for-1. Well, what do you have? But there goes a Vendetta usage, and it's completely and utterly whiffed because, well, this ward is just guarding out way too much, and the Mirana's completely fine mid lane.
Yeah, he seems to be doing just fine. His CS is not that bad, 22-8 compared to Nyx Assassin's 23-8. So getting decent amount of farm. You see some ward wards going down equal. Wants some good control of this lane because they know how aggressive Power Rangers have been of late, and they want to keep an eye as the Bane is probably going to be rotating back in. And sure enough, they see him. FNG is now here. And they're going to be playing a little bit passive, just pulling, letting the lane come to them. They know they have a big advantage going into the early relocation. You don't have the most mobility in the world for Power Rangers, so a good setup for any sort of Shadow Demon disruption and arrow landing, hell, even them just doing some counter ganking for the Tinker. They have a lot of potential with this relocate.
Yeah, also, picking up the phase boots early on is really freaking strong. And you can just... I mean, he's on 417 or something movement speed anyways, with the phase boots activated, and pair that with a tether. You just can't just catch up with pretty much everyone there is, so that's a big deal. But so far, this aggro try from PR, they got some kills, but now they're breaking it up, and I feel like they're just giving away a bit too much, because the Slaughter can't farm at all. And the Ursa can.
Yeah, well, right now, let's take a look at Gold Graph. Since I'm dividing my attention, I want to see who's really picking up much. It's very, very even, but yeah, top lane, nice double stun from J4. Now the triple stun from Moon, and they'll actually get away. They almost killed Shadow Demon there, who may go down. Sunstrike, though. Lucky tried to be a little bit more aggressive, maybe back up his team, or maybe he was just trying to dodge Sunstrikes. But either way, whether it was on purpose or not, Scandal completely whiffs that one. And yeah, that's the one thing. It's like I expected Power Rangers to do a lot better. Maybe they just sort of fed away their advantage early, but I expected their aggressive tri-lane to do really well with Sunstrike coming into play. But they tried to force it too early before Sunstrike was really ready to go.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Also against the Ursa, he's so freaking fast. Like, look at this, 478 movement speed when he's got the phase boot activated, and that is absolutely atrocious to play against. And, well, good thing is, Scandal is having a heyday on the safe lane, and safe lane Invoker is something we see a lot from the likes of Cloud9. And, well, it looks like it's coming back into the meta. Invoker's just so versatile and so strong right now, and picking up a Hand of Midas 8 minutes in as well as a Bazzy Ring just gives you a little bit of extra added mana regeneration, so you can't just spam out all those Sunstrikes and... that's
Cellcat managed to grab that haste mid-leap, but they're going to get some combo stuns, and there goes all that burst damage. They get the damage from Sunstrike, pure damage from Brain Sap as well, and despite the haste rune, they still have enough damage to hold him in place and beat him down.
Yeah, also top lane, Moon has to be very careful because Waterfucker's he's a very strong laner on his Ursa right now because the furry swipes after the change 15 seconds on the debuff, so you can't just go forward. It's actually like the napalm from the Batrider. If you've got a few too many stacks, there's going to be an Urshock, and there's going to be people killing you, especially with the Wisp, because he can just run at you, and even though you're freaking Slaughter, you're not going to get away from this one. And, well, I guess the smoke rotations, and speaking of smoke rotations, Lucky is also in the jungle here at this mid-tier 1. Not sure what he's on about, but, well, he's a level 3 Shadow Demon trying to get a kill.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Whatafaka, though, he's going to get aggressive on Moon. But they shouldn't be able to pick up a kill here. He continues to go. Moonlight Shadow Sunstrike is going to hit on equal, but FNG in some trouble. He's going to get gobbled up by this big bad bear. Whatafaka stunned in place by the tower. Cheshire Cat comes in. He's going to be able to combo this up with another stun. And with the amplified damage, Whatafaka taking a lot of damage so far. He's going to try and go on Moon, getting very, very low. Cheshire Cat, where's the Vendetta heat? He has to go for equal instead. That amplified damage allow him to pick up both kills, actually. Meanwhile, Style Cat, he went in. He cleaned up the Star now turning on J4. J4 has no nukes. He knows he has to get away from Stallcat before his nukes are up. He's going to throw down the stun. Stallcat dodges it, but not the auto attack as J4 gets a kill. And meanwhile, we actually had Invoker getting a kill on the Tinker as well in the bottom lane. So things going well for Power Rangers after that dive.
Yep, and that's a big deal. Also mid lane, they're going to be looking onto Lucky, and Lucky maybe not so lucky this time around. There's your sleep, and well, that's a very easy to hit Impale. Brains up to finish up the deal, just a few more right clicks in.
Oh, bottom lane as well. They did a relocate in, and they killed the Invoker, but Moon is here as well. They just can't really do much to stop him, and so they just go right back into the fountain.
Well, someone had a mega kill streak. Who was it? Cheshire Cat? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he's on a mega kill streak. So we are looking at an 8-minute 5-0 and 0 Nyx Assassin play. This guy is completely on fire. He's now level 10, soon to be level 11. And as soon as he hits this crucial level 11 with the 2 points up in the ultimate, this is where the fun really begins, because he's going to be just playing the Mission Impossible all over again. And now look at the Tinker. He's going to get obliterated in just a bit. There's your stun. No stun yet.
He misses it. Reeves managed to juke and jive his way to freedom. Cheshire Cat had pretty much an insured kill, but Impale being one of the hardest stuns to land in the game, man. You can't really fault him too much. FNG, nice dodge of the arrow, and will be able to get out because of it. And now thinking about turning here, he doesn't have any support, and really little does he know, but Stallcat is here as well. Whatafaka with that big bad bear. We do have the stun going down, but we need more follow-up. There goes the stun from Moon, but Whatafaka, if he wants to, he might just turn around and stomp the ground. Moon forced back. In that case, that was a questionable turn like by FNG. I think he thought, the arrow landed on J4. Stallcat jumping in. Stun goes down from J4, but he will die. The Spirit Paul's contact with him, and now Scandal coming in. He's going to be able to kill equal here with the Sunstrike. Gets him, but is he going to get held up by the Ursa? Ice Wall will slow him down. Now gets both of them. Disruption actually hold him in place. Fiend's Grip is going to get lucky. He's going to go down. Moon wants to go for more. He gets some vision on Stallcat right before the Moonlight Shadow, but Lucky walked away. He actually gets away. Cheshire Cat, he needs to get in range, but they're getting outside of the counter ward. And now Shadow Demon actually managed to walk away. That Moonlight Shadow saved his life. He was in Fiend's Grip and everything, and he still got away.
Yeah, that was really crazy. And now, well, there is the Vladimir's offering up, and there's a few illusions just to tank up everything. And look at Cheshire Cat. He wants to find the bear in the pit. He gets him. Does he nail the stun? Yes, he does. And they blow him right up. And no Roshan for you, Mr. Bear.
Yeah, they easily get the kill. 12.5 minutes in, 10-8. And the biggest problem for me is that Ursa can sneak in Roshan whenever, and he's got a good amount of farm. Slardar, really far behind. I mean, he's gained some ground in the last, but he hasn't picked up any kills in any of these team fights. He didn't pick up a whole lot of CS. He really needs that fast Blink Dagger if he wants to be really aggressive versus the Tinker before Boots of Traveler is up. But at this rate, he's not going to have it, man. This Tinker, he just needs another 300 gold, and he's got Boots of Travel. Meanwhile, this Moon, he's a good, 1,300 gold away.
Yeah, well, and there goes the Tinker BOTs. It's going to be up in just a second here. Going to be fair enough. But look at Cheshire Cat now. He can just kill him and blows him up. Now this time around, he actually nails the stun. And, well, that's the issue with Impale. You mentioned it early on. You really need to just go for it. Like, if you wait for a second to just reposition your Impale, not going to be working. And speaking of not going to be working, Lucky, nice disruption, dodges the stun. But in the end, is he going to be lucky? Oh, absolutely not. The arrow into FNG is just the icing on the cake, it looks like. And there comes the bear, actually. No, it's only equal. He's not bringing anyone with him. And now he's going to get blown up as well. Oh, man, what a turn of events. It's a 4-for-0 exchange. XD is being thrown out. XD indeed. What the hell? 3-2, boys. What is happening?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out a lot what's happening so far today, but that was quite That was quite the throw. Now Power Rangers, they're in a good position to be able to maybe push in bottom. Unfortunately, this Tinker, he's going to be such a big issue, man. No matter what sort of comeback they try and make, this Tinker is going to be able to stop them from pushing, and then eventually he's going to be a really active force on the map. He's not there yet. Cheshire Cat, oh no, he's going to get caught out by the counter ward. Now the arrow follow-up. Good thing, though, he has Spike Carapace to be able to save himself a little bit of that damage. He's straight up going to try and teleport away, but it's not going to be in time. That extra bit of damage, there's just too much burst mixed in with the Soul Catcher. There's just no way he's going to live.
800 gold in the pocket of the Tinker. He's sitting on a lead amount of gold. Well, now it just pinged up. Anyways, yeah, he's going to be looking at a nice Blink Dagger timing as well after not having the best start early on. He's 1 for 2, but this one kill is like equals so much. Anyways, what a fucker. And they're still hanging out in the Roche pit, and oh, I'm not sure if you really want to go for this one.
Yeah, they're going to try and go in. Moonlight Shadow, though, and next KZ are actually going to turn here. Kill the counter ward real quickly. Keep their control for the time being. Power Rangers forced to back up, while Whatafucka just goes right back into the pit, man, because he could stay at full health while he's battling Roshan. That's not a big issue. So they can go back and forth, go into the Roche pit for a little while, then force Power Rangers away. Back and forth, as long as they don't make any big positioning errors. Meanwhile, they're just going to farm up the Ancients, and this whole entire time, the Power Rangers are forced around the Ursa pit. Tinker as well can actually do a lot. He can move around the map and still be there for the team fight.
Exactly, and that's the biggest deal here. So if you have a Tinker just split pushing all around the map, he's getting a crap ton of farm, as well as just the own jungle here as well. So that's like so much value just being created here. They are still farming their own Ancients. Now they're going to be heading right back into the pit, and well, the Tinker can just TP to the tier 1 mid if he needs to, and if he doesn't, well, he's just going to go ahead and push out some towers, have some fun in the jungle, and this is exactly what they're going to be doing. And without Cheshire's Cat, there is no way Power Rangers can actually win the fight, I feel like. Not if the Tinker comes in. Yeah, and here he goes. He is coming back. They need to stop this somehow, but how can they? Oh, maybe this way. They're gonna find a Fiend Script, and also in the mid lane there's some initiation going on as well. But it's gonna be Whatafucka being blown up, not even... Oh man, Equal is dead as well. They're gonna find on so much more. There's a Cold Snap, and there's also a Dragon Slave not being completely nailed here, it looks like. Cheshire Cat's got a Soul Catcher onto him, but there is just so much damage being inflicted. It's a 2-for-0 exchange. Could have been way more, but in the end, it's still pretty good. Cheshire Cat, though, he's kinda out on his own.
Yeah, he blinked over, but he had no real support. His allies didn't want to pass through that tier 1 tower. Can't really blame him too much. It's only 16.5 minutes in, despite the high kill score. It is relatively early on to the game, so they don't go in for it. Moon, he's got 1,750 gold right now, and is going to be working towards that Blink Dagger.
Yep, and that's going to be a big pickoff. You're going to have your Invoker just giving you a lot of... I mean, this Exort Invoker is doing work right now, so if he can get up with some levels on the Wax, and he picked up 1 right now, he's going to have a Defeating Blast Meteor combination ready to boot. If you have Moon jumping into like 3 people, you're going to crush face. And, well, even the Ursa can't find anything. Like, he's trying to get up his BKB, but until he doesn't have his BKB, he's going to have a big issue with a Blink Tag up on the Slaughter. You're still fiddling with the stream, right?
Yep, I sure am. It's good times.
Let me know when everything's back up, so I can step back from the play-by-play and have your lovely voice go complete ham.
Gem on Bane. That's really early, but they've been having some issues with Moonlight Shadow. I mean, they have amplified damage, but if they try and actually like Moonlight Shadow and initiate in, you're gonna need to have that kind of vision preemptively. Middle lane though, oh, disruption into arrow, not gonna land. J4 gets away. Oh, actually Scandal goes in. He's gonna be able to pick up Lucky real quick. Blink in, 4 staff away. This high mobility showing its face on Scandal, doing a good amount of work with that.
Yep, the good old dandy build coming through here. Scandal just going for the Blink Dagger as well as the 4-staff, and with his early Midas pickup, he's not only one of the highest levels in the game. I mean, obviously Cheshire's Cat Nyx Assassin is completely just destroying every level meter. But no, he also has got a ton of farm. He's 4 and 1. He's got like 100 CS. 18 minutes in with Invoker who made stuff happen all around the map. That's actually ridiculously good. So, question is, how can XKZ come back in the game? And I feel like, oh, speaking of XKZ, bottom lane, Stealthcat gets done up, gets blown up in the face.
That was a Fiend's Grip, too. Bane got like a quarter of a second of Fiend's Grip into there before Mirana's just wiped off the map. Completely unnecessary. He could have just used Brain Sap if you wanted to ensure it, but Oh, well, better to be safe than sorry, but at the same time, next KZ, they'll be able to defend their towers. It's the hardest thing about a Tinker, man. You get pickoffs, but unless it's the Tinker, he's just going to set up somewhere in, like, a jungle area or something and start spamming March of the Machines.
Yep. Well, it's the power of the Tinker. Just go Ancients, even if you don't have too much farm. As long as you have got a Cell Ring and your BOTs, maybe a bottle from time to time, you're pretty set and can still farm away quite the storm. Speaking of farming, though, Cheshire Cat mid lane, still, he's bullying a Lucky out of the lane, so he can't farm anyway, and that's really annoying as a support. Because there's, like, it's very hard to find farm anyways, and when there's a freaking Nixus session just hating on you, I mean, he could just blink dagger forward with an ultimate and just blow him up.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin, he's actually going to be the one holding the gem, which means that when he Vendetta is around, he's going to be able to see like any counter wards, so he'll be a lot more he'll be willing to be a lot more aggressive in his positioning, right? So because he'll see any counter wards. If he sees them, he instantly blinks away, right? If he's in trouble, just click that panic button. But Moonlight Shadow goes down from next KZ, but they can't seem to find anybody with it.
Oh, but there's another DD rune bottled up on Cheshire's Cat. Nix. Is he gonna find the kills? He's the assassin after all, and he's looking at a very crazy blink and you're onto Lucky. As soon as Lucky shows his face in the mid lane, there's gonna be a Nix assassin just destroying him. But so far, playing it smart, just spamming out his Shadow Poison from the woods. And staying in the trees, well, last time I checked, was pretty neat.
Yeah, they were hoping to get some sort of disruption arrow combo, but I wonder if they have an idea that Cheshire Cat has just been sitting here the whole entire time. Meanwhile, FNG looks like he's top, maybe picking up a little bit of farm there. Moon, he's got another 1,800 gold after the Blink Dagger he picked up. I feel like Power Rangers, man, you don't really pick a Slardar too much for the late game. You want to be aggressive at this point in time, but they still have yet to be able to pin down that one tower.
And that's surprising, actually. I mean, they are leading in kills, they should be leading in gold, and they are leading quite by a 5k margin, holy smokes. As well as the 12 to 13k experience lead, that is ridiculously high. And Cheshire's Cat, once again, wants to find a pickoff, goes into the Roshan, just takes it right there, and well, Lucky is playing with fire, I feel like. He's staying exactly at his own tower, like, in the tower, but still, this is... Oh man, I feel for him. If he dies, this is just... I don't know. Well, top lane, they're gonna have the Wisp coming here, and I didn't see too much of the Wisp relocate so far. There was a very nice one in the bottom rune position, but pretty much all there is to it. And so far, they're doing some nice work. The Wisp is working on his mechanism as well. He's gonna have the headdress up and ready to go in just a bit as soon as he's Ferris it over. But there's gonna be Cheshire's Cat coming in. And does he have a Vendetta? No, he doesn't, but he's got a Blink Stun Initiation. And there they go. It's gonna be Waterfucker, Sunstrike as well. And where is the ultimate from the Wisp? It's coming out, but they can't find it. Oh no, they actually lose two here. And this is gonna be another great exchange. Well, not even exchange, just a raw kill for the side of Power Rangers. Mid lane scan has to be really careful that there's no sort of disruption. Speaking of disruption, Micro, your Forge Spirit scan, what are you doing? He's trying so hard in the end. Well, it's a 2-for-1. Nails down the Meteor onto Stealth Cannon. Look at him dropping just from the Meteor combination. Wow, what a sort of exchange here. And Moon is not done. Moon is pulling a 3-2.
He's creeping around, man. He wants some kills. He's got the Vanguard. He's got all the aggression in the world now. He's got the Blink mixed in with the tank of the Vanguard. This is like a lot invested into a very, very small amount of early game. They need to get a lot of kills right now. Stallcat, not going to be their first victim, though, as he was barely able to leap away. And next KZ just continue to hold. However, if this really, I mean, looking at this, if this goes late, it's still really just an Ursa, Mirana, and Tinker going into late game. That's not bad. That really isn't that bad.
Yeah, especially because the Tricore of PR has an Nix Assassin in it. And so far, Cheshire's Cat is doing a marvelous job. But the thing is, the hero falls off. And he falls off very, very hard as soon as there's BKB up and ready to go on the side of Next. Usually, Tinker doesn't pick one up. And Tinker is kind of getting countered by the Nix. Just how, well, the Spike Carapace and the March of the Machine interaction work. But still, Tinker is gonna be scaling very well. Ursa, he's okay. Mirana, pretty okay as well. Against the Slardar and the Invoker, I'm not sure if you have what it takes, and maybe you could do some shenanigans with J4 on the Lina, going Revo style, you know, just carry Lina. But this requires so much from the Lina, and she currently is playing a 4 position, so there's not much coming up. So, I would say late game, next KZ, but they have to get into the late game, and so far it's gonna be very, very hard. Doing the Roshan is a very smart idea, though.
Yep, get themselves with that Ursa advantage. You got to take Roshan every single time it's up. Why not? So it looks like they might be able to take it here, but Power Rangers are beginning to move over and see if maybe they can claim the Roshan themselves, maybe intercept it. Cheshire Cat, oh, taking the arrow to the face, but he does get Spike Carapace off in time, returning that damage. Sol Cat now slept up. They want to go in right now before Roshan is finished up. Meteors drop, but it's not going to land on much. BKB activated by Whatafaka. He's turning. Scandal getting low, getting beaten down by the bear, but it gets a bash. Nice. Moon at the perfect time. Now he's going to kill Equal as well. They keep on pursuing. FNG blinks uphill, finds Lucky, and Power Rangers tearing into next KZ. It looks like there was one other kill as well. Somehow, what was it, the Marana? And the Marana, who had slept earlier, also went down.
Jesus Christ. Perfect jump in from Scandal. I was questioning his decision when he just jumped in there, but it was perfect in this neat spot where the Tinker's completely out of mana. He's forced to BOT back to the base, and the March just went off. So you had this very small opening just to jump in and get the kill done, and also just disrupt everything. And Tinker was forced to just stay on the high ground, and he was up there and pretty much not doing anything. So that was a big deal, and also just Moon with a precision bashes. This guy's got some mad jukes here. So yeah, sweet play. Also kiting down the Ursa, pretty good stuff, especially when you're a Slaughter and finding the bashes, which is something a bit lucky, but well, it's alright. Tinker trying to tinker his way into some farm. He's still, oh man, he really needs his Hex, and we're 25 minutes in. That's a time where you usually see something happening, but still Lucky has to be in a whole of a lot of trouble here. As soon as Cheshire Cats finds him, he's gonna have a force stuff. He really wants to get the Vendetta hit though, and Moon can actually just blink in if he wants to, but it's very risky. And whoa, Lucky just not getting caught here. There's an ultimate though from J4, and J4 is the one to fall. One more right click, please. Someone kill him. There's gonna be the right click, and oh nice! What a player, J4. Oh my god, he just uses the smoke. He's gonna be out, and he just TP'd away. Oh my god, and meanwhile we're in lane, we've got a sleep up here onto Whatafaka. They actually picked up one, the Wisp is out of the equation here, and well, now it's gonna be a 3 versus 2. I'm not sure if NextKZ can really fight this. Lucky, he's kind of fast. Well, Scratch It, he's not fast, but he can just find someone maybe. There's gonna be a Stealth coming in, and Moon finds the jump, finds the stun, and oh, he's just running away. Okay.
FNG is caught in the jungle, and they know too. They're revealing him with poison. Now they're turning around. He actually sleeps one, crushes the other, and grip, double crush, and Whatafaka, it gets popped, and FNG turns that. Next KZ called a GG, and now Stallcat, he's going to go down as well, but GG called by Next, and Power Rangers continue their domination of Next KZ. Before this, we were casting them in ESL, and Power Rangers managed to take both of those games, and now they've just taken the first game in this 2-game series in the D2 CL as well. So, well played by Next KZ. We're going to move on to Game 2. We are going to have a small delay here as we are still trying to fix up the live stream, but fortunately, we're locally recording for YouTube and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's it for this game, guys. Short little break. We'll be back. I say short break, but no one's watching on stream. We'll be back. You could tune in to the next VOD for Power Rangers and Next KZ.
Wonderful, Cap, you did that.